is a children's theater company. Our motto is by kids, for kids. We've been in Arlington since 1967. We include both onstage productions and classroom activities, as well as summer camps and workshops. We have a number of different ways students can get involved. Classes and camps start for students as young as 4 years old. To audition for a production, you need to be 9. And then at age 12, we allow students to begin working tech and work backstage. Our summer Act 3 program, as we call it, is for students 15 years and older. So we always pick a challenging Broadway-style musical. We work really hard over 6 weeks to get the show up. This year, we were really excited to welcome Chris Sizemore and Aaron Driscoll, who are equity professional actors here in the DC area, and they've had a chance to mentor our students and to really learn from them how a professional actor, takes their craft to the next level.
To marry your daughter. Damn me!
Against our wills, Papa, against our will.
What I like watching, even in the few years I've been involved, is how you have a kid who starts out as, tree number 1, and 4 years later, they're the lead in the show. My daughter started as a younger sister to somebody in The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and 4 years later, she was Charlotte in Charlotte's Web. And just watching her grow into those different roles was really satisfying for me.
I would recommend that a new student sign up for a class. It's a great way to get your feet wet with no pressure of having a performance to put on or lines to learn necessarily. And then after taking a couple classes, getting the opportunity to meet some of our other students, work with our adult teaching artists, to audition for a show.
You need to be loud.
Be loud.
They just need to be loud.
Just loud.
Loud. And we like students who come in that want to have a good time doing unique exercises. They never come in and have to read a script. Even as an adult, I don't like to go into an adult situation and listen to people read, because it just tells me if they're a good reader or a good interpreter. It never tells me how creative they are. And I think I have never run across a child in all the years that I've worked with Encore who wasn't creative and didn't have untapped resources where they just needed to be in the right situation to have somebody say, it's okay, go try that.
For Encore, the auditions are a little different than some other theater companies. You don't memorize a monologue or anything. The directors have you do things like, if it's a show with a lot of animals, they ask you to act as animals, and they ask you questions to see how you can project, and you do little improvisation things. So you never know what's going to happen when you walk into the audition. It's just really fun.
Keep auditioning, keep coming back. When you're in the audition room, stay positive. Stay focused on what's going on with the director. Work with your teammates in that room, because we're always looking for kids who are able to work well with others and to help encourage other students to participate in the scenarios that are going on in the audition. Our students are the actors. Our students are the technicians. And it's all about teaching kids to learn how to do theater and learn those skills to create a successful production.
I've learned a lot about the technical stuff and lots of acting techniques and everything, and I've learned lots of responsibility and leadership, because opening night, all the adults step back. We just have so much independence, because over the rehearsals, we're being sort of guided through, but then that night it's just all okay, it's yours, take it, do what you want with the show. It's really cool.
We give students opportunities to lead. Our stage managers for each of our productions are students, and that stage manager has sort of ultimate responsibility for the show. They make sure the lights come on, they make sure the curtain closes at the end. They're in charge of that entire production. So it's a really special opportunity for students to work in theater, to learn those life skills. Often a class will start with some warm-ups. We'll get ourselves ready, vocal warm-ups, stretching. Then we'll dive into the class. We would definitely look at our source material, do some improvisations where we use our imaginations to explore the character.
Right when you get there, we play a big improv game where you're loud, you're creative, you basically do whatever you want. At Encore, you get to just be yourself, and it's just so much fun. And everyone's like a big family, and it's great.
The environment is so nurturing. The older kids just always are looking out for and taking care of the younger kids and helping them. And you don't see many activities that kids are involved in that have that mix of ages in such a nurturing environment. As a parent, I think that's really important.
I've learned the importance of working with children younger than yourself. I've worked at a couple of the camps now, and it's really interesting to see how the skills that you've learned as you get older really help and influence the younger generation.
All of our classes always end with a showcase, a chance for us to share what we've learned with our parents and friends.
And we'll start with Emily Alberstein.
The students and the actors that work with us always return to Encore, and they have a very consistent return where they can return 5 years, 10 years, 15 years down the road, and they do. We also have people who are bringing their children to Encore Stage and Studio who were originally involved when they were children.
We've touched a lot of different students' lives. We have quite a number of alumni, and for our 45th anniversary this year, we threw a party and we had a lot of folks coming back and sharing those memories. We really like to keep in touch with the students and now adults who've had the chance to work with us. I believe that a vibrant community has excellent arts programs, whether they're theater or visual arts, dancing. It's important for children to find an outlet to express themselves. One thing at Encore we're really proud of is that this is a safe place for children who can explore the arts. They can learn leadership, they can learn artistic skills, all in one place where they know is going to be a happy, productive environment. So Encore really helps the children of our community in a number of ways. It provides an on-stage opportunity for kids who need that outlet, a backstage opportunity if you're interested in learning the technical side of theater, the lights, the stage management, also classroom to come in and refine your skills as an actor or learn new dance steps, all those different things. And lastly, as an audience member, we think that's really important to teach children now that they can be patrons of the art, and we hope that as they grow up, they'll continue to visit the adult theaters here in our community.
They're involved in classes and productions and all these things, but really behind all of that, the participants are learning leadership, responsibility, poise. All these things are going to be so important to them when they're adults and out in the world.
Hear over and over and over from parents for years and years and years that Encore helped their child be a stronger communicator, better at their schoolwork, better in working in outside situations, even athletics, anything that involves teamwork.
I don't think I'll be majoring in theater, but I know that I'll definitely always want to be a part of theater. I don't know, it's become like a very important thing, part of my life, and I probably wouldn't have if I hadn't started here at Encore.
So as a nonprofit, we're able to really invest in Arlington and make sure that we can continue to serve children regardless of, economic means. So we'll continue to add new programs, and it's our goal to serve thousands of children in our region.